hear me? Good morning, everybody. My name is Ludvig, and this is my colleague, Filip. And we are system developers from Sweden, and we would like to show you a picture of what we saw when we first stepped out of the Brussels airport. It was a lot of people, and we wanted to find ourselves a taxi somewhere so we can get to the hotel. But we didn't have any telephone numbers, we couldn't call one, and we didn't even know any taxi companies here in Brussels. But when we finally found one, we hopped in a cab, and we found out that we don't know a reasonable price to go to the hotel from this destination. And we don't even know the way, so we don't know whether we can trust the driver or not. And I'm sure several of you maybe have felt this slightly uncomfortable feeling sometimes. That's why we in Sweden have something we call Taxibokning, which is an app for Windows Phone that allows you to book taxis straight away from your phone without having to keep track of all these telephone numbers. And other great things with Taxibokning is that you actually can see the full price of your actual trip even before you book the taxi, even before you get in the taxi. You have seen the final price. So we have full price transparency, and you are able to choose which one you want. You don't even have to know your exact address either, because the app can give you that. And you don't have to worry about whether you can trust the driver or not, because we only cooperate with quality assured companies. And once you hit book, you'll get the confirmation within seconds. There's also abilities to log in online and store your favorite places and view your booking history and so on. And the best of all, of course, is that this is completely free for you as an end user. There's no additional charge added to the final price. Businesses can also benefit from this app. They can also log in online and see real-time statistics for the whole organization, which makes it easier for them to keep track of their travel expenses and so on. They can also set up employee accounts to let their employees book taxis. And also for businesses, there's no additional charge added to the final price. So how does this look like?
This is what you have. All you need is this on one screen. And if you don't know where I am, you can ask the application to give me suggestions of locations around me. Right now, I'm at the hotel. And I have to enter where I want to go. And I can search for, say, the airport. And also, if I want to go another day, I can simply change it. Also can change time and the amount of passengers. And as one can see, I'm presented with two options of available taxi companies and the actual price. So I can choose between them. My contact information I only need to enter once, as the app will remember it for me, so I can quickly book a taxi when I need to. So when I click book, the app is communicating with Taxi Central that assigns your order to an available cab that will actually take you to a destination. So these confirmations I will get in seconds, and I have here everything I need. From where I want to go, when I want to go, my contact information, and the taxi company and price. So who are our clients in this? Well, our clients are the taxi companies themselves, not the people who book. And the taxi companies can manage all their agreements and discounts with their customers and clients. They can set the area where they operate in the company and manage their prices. They can also, of course, get online statistics and reports of all the bookings that go through the system with them. So what's the innovative part? Well, we believe that the entire user experience is the innovation. It's all sum of all the parts working together for you to get the cab without knowing the phone number, knowing the address. You are just interested in getting a cab from where you are to a destination. So we were first in Sweden to have this kind of system that allows you to book anywhere in Sweden, no matter where you are, and also this full automated process. from your app, it goes directly to the car. So why Windows? Well, Windows has a lot of users, and Microsoft is reaching out for new platforms all the time. With Windows Phone, with tablet, and we as a developer is very comfortable with this technology. We know we can quickly develop and use it. So what have we achieved today? Well, we have over 100 plus taxi companies in Sweden that together have over 4,000 cabs available. Today the Windows Phone app has 1,000 downloads, and since we started with the public bookings for about 2 years ago, there have been about 33,000 orders going through the system. So it's up and running, we know it's working, and we now have to think where to go next.
So I guess you all by now have figured out how me and Filip are going to get home from the Stockholm airport tonight, and we'd like to thank you for your attention. And if you have any questions, please ask us.
While using 7 minutes, if you can do it in 5, your message, that's very good. 4 minutes and question for the jury, please.
Yeah, so I've seen similar apps in other places. They're generally city-based rather than country-based. So I guess that's one of the kind of unique selling points of this app.
It is.
What I'm more interested in though is how you propose to expand this outside of Sweden. So is that through a partner network? Would you plan to do this yourself? What is the strategy?
One big goal was to get nationwide coverage within Sweden, and we just achieved that goal. So, and actually we just a developer, so we don't have the full, plan. The CEO couldn't come down here tonight, well, I don't know. So I plan to expand other. It was a real struggle to get all the companies on board because they're very old-fashioned, and they want to have their own apps, and so it's been a long journey to get all on board. So, but maybe sometime in the future we will expand. Everybody that we talk to here these days are very excited. So I think there's definitely a market to expand to different countries.
Could you say something a little bit about the actual business model itself in terms of 23,000 orders, but what revenue is that going to generate for you, and what's the long-term potential? Because clearly, if you're just aiming at Sweden, there are presumably only so many taxis in Sweden, and you will reach at some point saturation. So the long-term business model obviously needs to be more.
Yeah, I think there was about 20,000 bookings in Sweden a day, per day, not through our system totally. So there's a huge potential to grow and expand even more within Sweden. And the business model is different. We have different deals with different companies because some of them want a fixed price per order, and some of them want a percentage, and some of them pay a fixed price every month, depending on how many cars they have, and then they pay just a even smaller amount for each booking and so on. So we have different kinds of deals with the taxi companies.
I know in other countries, I mean the UK and the US, the taxi companies themselves have similar apps.
Yeah.
So you'd have to compete.
Yeah.
What we want is them to actually use ours, so that they all know, sure, you can book their company, but one doesn't need to worry about downloading a new app for every city you're in. Just have one and leave it on.
And also, there are some other companies in Sweden that have several taxi companies connected to them, but they work in that way that they receive an order and then they call the taxi company. The great thing with this app is that we have a direct access to the taxi systems. We have an integration between, so that the order is directly distributed to the car.
So I mean, I know in the UK you can dial a number and you actually end up speaking to the taxi driver that's going to pick you up.
Okay. Yeah.
The last question from the jury. Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
IT get consumer